everybody, it's Chris and the Evermore podcast, Newcastle United podcast on the Evermore YouTube channel. Just back with a little match review. Really, we've all been probably having a casual Friday watching Newcastle United take on an 80-60 Munich over in Austria. It was live on NUFC.co.uk for most people, despite all the crazy streamers loading Twitter with click here, probably give you bank details, and etc. etc. It was free to watch, so I watched it, and I'm sure a few of you guys did as well. One eye on my emails, one eye on the game. We're going to get stuck in a second. Just before we do a little bit of housekeeping, if you haven't already, please click that like and subscribe button. Would love you to come and join the channel. We've got over 1,300 subscribers now. We're growing every single week. Absolutely loving the comments, loving to have you guys on board. We've got loads of content coming, and come and join in. So let's get stuck into the game then. So obviously, we've been watching all the videos and the kind of images of the lads enjoying the pre-season, riding bikes, eating apples, a la Shoulder Amiobi, superb. Bit of play there by, I think it's Serena, the club photographer, absolutely superb. But yeah, the lads seem relaxed. They've been in good fettle. It seems to be a real togetherness there, real team bonding. But obviously today was an important one because it was the first, pre-season game of the tour. Yes, we beat Gateshead 5-1, which was pretty good. But obviously going over there and playing European teams, maybe at a slightly higher level, no disrespect to Gateshead, is probably something that, we're really keen to see. And obviously see how some of the new lads settle in as well. So a little bit about the lineup. The lineup was this. It was quite a strong lineup, to be fair. As you can see, Nick Pope made his debut for Newcastle in goal. The back four consisted of Emil Kraft, Jamal Lascelles, Dan Burn, Matty Targett. Then we had in the midfield, John Shelby, Joe Willock, young Elliot Anderson. We were all keen to see how he would do. Jacob Murphy completing that midfield, and then Alan St. Maximin probably playing a bit of a free role behind Callum Wilson. But the bench was massively strong, as you can see there. And a lot of these guys would see game time in the second half. So you had Martin Dubravka, Kieran Trippier, Paul Dummett, the Botman, who were very keen to see, Fabian Schär, Big Joe Linton, Chris Wood, Ryan Fraser, Miggy Almiron, the Longstaffs, Bruno, and young Turner Cook. So yeah, just talking about the game, really, the headline of this is game of two halves. It really was. I mean, the rust that was on the players in the first half was there to be seen. Every time they lifted the leg, you could hear a creak. 1860 Munich, we spoke about it on the pod on Wednesday night, that obviously they're in I think it's the third division German football, but it didn't look shit, to be fair. They had a bit of zip about them. They were nippy. The players were hungry to prove a point. They left a few tackles in as well, by the way. They weren't scared to get stuck in. Maxi was eating grass a few times, holding his ankle, as was Joe Willock. Callum Wilson didn't like some of the challenges that were going in either by some of these players. So they came to win this game. They'd just been battered 6-0 by Borussia Mönchengladbach not too long ago. It was the other week. So they were smarting a bit. Obviously, they wanted to try and get a performance and a win for their fan base as well. But yeah, so the game of two halves, obviously, that's how the Newcastle started the half. Started quite well. They were quite dominant. Willock was looking for the ball. Shelby was spraying it around. Looks in good shape, Shelby, to be fair, coming back. Obviously, a bit of rust like anybody else, but looked in fair, decent shape. Wilson was looking hungry as well. He was trying to get into positions. Young Elliot Anderson, a couple of lovely touches to start with, got involved in the play, some nice runs. But then he kind of drifted away a little bit towards the end of the first half. I didn't see or hear as much from him then as I did previously. 1860 Munich had some chances too. They had a free kick that Nick Pope tipped around the post. Brilliant save by the keeper. Had a couple of moments where the ball came back to him with his feet. I know that was something that Mark talked about. He looked quite composed with his feet, quite quick feet, passing it out. Not many of the players really worried me in that first half. I mean, apart from probably Jamal Lascelles, but again, you can't be too harsh on him because it is pre-season. It's the first proper game. It's bound to be rusty, but he did look so off the pace. He was slow to react. He was pulling players, as was Dan Burn. He gave away a free kick as well, but Lascelles just stood out again. I don't know whether it's because we're all looking at him and wondering whether he is going to stay, whether he has a future at the club. But he did look a little bit ropey, Lascelles, I must say. Yeah, he got yellow card for his troubles as well that first half. Midfield-wise, like I say, Shelby did okay. Anderson was busy for a time and drifted. Willock looked okay, and he opened the scoring in the first half. He smashed in a really good goal. The second half, beg your pardon. I'm losing the plot there. It was 0-0 at half time. And then we started the second half with the same team. And then we had a breakthrough there. John Shelby squares the ball, and lovely tidy finish from Joe Willock, to be fair. Sticks it in the back of the net. And, we looked quite dominant there. The second half, we came out a lot stronger. I think the fitness of a Premier League team and the quality of a Premier League team is probably starting to take a hold of the game, while Munich were fading away, you know, after being quite plucky probably in the first half. That sounds a bit derogatory, but, you know, they were quite plucky. They were surprised me. I didn't think they were going to be as good as they were, to be honest with you. But then we made some wholesale changes. There was that many subs I couldn't fucking keep up with them, to be honest with you. I was half distracted with doing an email and one eye on the TV. And there's about 9 players came on or something like that. I mean, Botman came on for Lascelles, which was not before time. I thought Lascelles was really poor. If Lascelles does not play better than that against Mainz and against Atlanta and Bilbao coming up, I think he could be out on his arse, to be honest with you, because he looked really, really poor. The Botman come on, very composed, very cool, didn't look phased in the slightest, you know, was strutting around that park, wanted the ball, nice touch, composed, calm, picked his passes, positional sense was good. Burn instantly looked a bit more relaxed alongside him. Fabian Schär came on again, looked good alongside him. Trips came on. Sean Longstaff came on. He got the second goal. Bruno was on. Bruno came on and he looked lively. Lovely little threaded pass to Sean Longstaff. You know, poor defended by 1860 Munich, didn't really come out. And keeper kind of was rooted, didn't know what to do, come or go. And Sean Longstaff just absolutely melted in the back of the net. Really good finish. That's 2-2 for Sean. You know, we want him to get goals to his game. That's probably something that he should be doing more of. When he was a young player, he did get goals. You know, he went on loan to Kilmarnock and Blackpool. He was a goal scoring midfielder. It wasn't until Rafa kind of reinvented him as a deep lying holding midfielder that those goals dried up. But he has got the ability to get forward and get a goal to Sean Longstaff. So hopefully that's something he's looking to do next season, because we need goals in that midfield 100%. So it was good to see Sean doing that. Big Joe Linton came on as well. Yeah, looked as big and strong as ever. Very lucky, though, not to get a red card. In all fairness, he put a fucking horrendous tackle in one of those players. He was really late over the ball. I think if that had been a Premier League game, I think you probably would have seen a red card for that one. But it would have been the first game of pre-season. You know, the ref kind of let it slide a little bit, gave him a yellow. The player wasn't hurt. I don't think he obviously got a bit of a dig, but he wasn't particularly hurt. They were leaving in a few, as I said, on us. You know, Jacob Murphy was down and Maxi was down, and, you know, Mickey got a clip, and, you know, there was a few. Wilson got a clip. There was a few players, you know, had one off the back of the 1860 Munich players. So I think the referee probably just kind of let that slide a little bit. You know, there was nothing silly with being a preseason game, no stupid refereeing decisions. I think the yellow cards were justified. They were shit, really slow, late, lazy tackles. So they were totally well deserved. So as the game kind of went on, we were in the ascendancy, really. Chris Wood had come on as well. He made a run into the box, nice little cut back, and Bruno just slipped it away tidily, and that was 3-0. So from the game in the first half looking pretty poor to the game in the second half looking pretty dominant at 3-0. So we can't really be too despondent with that. Nice result, good win. Nice to get some goals. Nice to see Bruno back on the goal hunt. Sean continuing the goal hunt. Willock as well. If we can get Willock back scoring, that's massive in that midfield. You know, when he was doing that regularly, he was an unbelievable asset to the squad. It could save you money in the transfer market, in all fairness, too, if Willock can rediscover that form. Obviously, we have got some frustrations in the transfer market. You look at that striking berth again. When Wilson goes off, there's nobody really there. You know, you've got Wood, and he's not great. You know, Gale looks like he's on his way out. He's not even on the tour. He's going to be at Championship club soon enough. So I think we're going to have a breakthrough soon enough in these striker targets and possibly the right winger target as well, whether it be Diaby or Hudson-Odoi or Jack Harrison or whoever it may be in a wide area. Somebody needs to come in there as well. You know, Miggy was busy again. He kind of buzzed around everywhere. Didn't really do much. You know, he got 2 goals against Gateshead, but didn't really do much. You know, had a couple of wild shots. Love Miggy, love his endeavour, but I just don't think he's got any end product. That's the big problem with him. Again, Maxi looks lively, but, you know, when he goes down, he stays down for ages. That hasn't changed. He grabs his leg, he rolls around a bit. You know, with all due respect, 1860 Munich, you know, we're going to have a lot more stronger competition as the pre-season rolls on, never mind the real season. So Mainz is up next, which I believe is Monday. And they finished 8th in the Bundesliga, so that standard's going to go up much higher than what we saw today. So I think that'll be a real test for the players. I wouldn't be surprised if Eddie maybe starts with a couple of what I would say key players, you know, in terms of the you know, the first 11 that's going to be, you know, maybe starting in the first season. So I think the Botman might get a start, Trippier might come in for a start, Matty Target as well. Maybe continue to start. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what happens in that game as well. But yeah, we're watching that hopefully we get another win as well. It's great to continue pre-season in good form. But as Dan said in the podcast on Wednesday, it is really all about fitness and all fairness. So it's time to wrap up there. Just a quick match review, as I said. If you like what you see, please click the like and subscribe button. Looking for more subscribers every single day if we can. It'd be great to get over that 2,000 mark before the season starts, but it's a bit of an ask. But until then, this is Chris signing off. Let's keep supporting that team with Core United. Good win for the lads. Good to see some of the new boys in action. And we'll catch you later. Cheers.